and welcome to another episode. Today we are going to be talking about injuries. That's right, they happen to everybody in every sport, they're inevitable. But today I'm going to be focusing on three main factors: hope, knowledge, and teachers. So we start off with hope. Sometimes when one is faced with an insurmountable injury, we give up hope. We just think that there's no solution for our problem and that our dreams of mobility and confidence and ease of day-to-day living are no more. And or even just being good at a sport, you think that there's no hope. And giving up hope sucks. It drags you down into a spiral of negative thoughts and depression and all this shit. And the truth is that if you have hope, if you have faith that many obstacles that may seem massive and insurmountable to the majority of people can be solved by you. So many people have shown this throughout the history of sport and powerlifting. I mean, look, for example, at Louis Simmons. How many times has he broken his back? I think it's 2 times. He invented the reverse hyper, which both decompresses and strengthens the spine and the muscles around the spine. He had to break his back twice and he never gave up hope. He didn't have to break his back twice. It happened as a result of him lifting, and he didn't give up hope. He persevered and he had grit, determination, and figured out a way to make his back even stronger and the backs of many other people all around the world stronger with his piece of best-selling equipment. So that's the power of hope. I mean, me personally, I couldn't squat or deadlift for over 2 years. My knee was a mess. I injured it BMXing, and I had lost hope that I would ever be able to deadlift or squat or lift heavy weights really ever again in my life. And that was bumming me out. I have given up hope on some things like running. I don't think I will ever be able to run again, but maybe prove me wrong. Maybe I'll prove myself wrong. But anyway, I had given up hope on lifting, and I went to see my coach for physiotherapy, and he told me on the first day I went there, he told me that knee can hold 300 kilos, no problem. And I looked at him like he was stupid. Like, do you not understand? I've been to 2 rounds of stem cell therapy. I've spoken with a number of private surgeons. I've had a number of private surgeries done on my knee. They say it's hopeless. I will never be able to deadlift on this again. I'll never be able to squat on this again. And he just looked at me and just said, look, 300 kilos. Lo and behold, my lifts have exceeded 300 kilos. Like, within a couple of years of him telling me that, my lifts exceeded that number. And what he did is he lent me his faith. And he believes that if people have faith in you, that they can... It's almost like praying for people. He thinks that if people have good intent that are watching people, that it propels them on to success. And if you've got haters, then them negative vibes can cut you down. But now we're getting a bit deep and esoteric, because the next thing we're going to talk about is knowledge. Now, it's good having faith, and having hope and faith can lead to knowledge. Look at Louis Simmons. Look at other people like Wim Hof. Wim Hof he was lost. His wife committed suicide, and he was in a state of despair, desperation, and he found that submerging himself in ice water, that would actually cleanse his soul and just fucking sort him out, right? So he found that through trials, tribulations, um, you know, he kept on looking for an answer, something that can help him deal with the pain. And because he kept on searching, because he had that hope that there was an answer, he found his solution, which has helped many people. Now, his solution is the knowledge. He has found the knowledge. It is so important for us to either, dig that knowledge out ourselves. You've got to hunt it down like a pig hunting a truffle in some woods in France, or you've got to like find someone else who's already extracted that knowledge, someone else who's already done the delving, and yeah. In my case, I found my coach. The amount of injuries I have, of overuse injuries, is so diminished compared to when I did my own programming. It's crazy. He's given me the knowledge to fix myself, and he's given me the tools that I need in order to progress in this sport. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about in regards to injuries is injuries as teachers. Injuries can teach us so much. They can teach us, for starters, bad technique, right? You do a lift with poor technique, you get an injury very quickly, and it's instant feedback that what you did there was wrong. It can tell you that you didn't get enough sleep last night, you haven't been eating the right food recently, you've not been doing everything to prepare your body for this lift. It can teach you grit, determination in overcoming the injury. An injury is a massive teacher, and it's just highlighting, it's just shining a spotlight on the flaws in your programming, in your technique, in your mental state, even. And it's a very, very harsh and destructive, disruptive is a very harsh and destructive mirror that like shines on you, in the way that I've heard people say that psychedelics are like a mirror for your brain. It gives you feedback, like feedback for your brain. An injury is like just feedback. It just lets you know that you've been doing some shit totally wrong. So you can learn so much from injuries. And when you get them, you can learn the right mindset to overcome them. And yeah, view it as a blessing in disguise, rather than just the end of the world. So that's the three main things I'm going to focus on today for injuries: hope, knowledge, and injuries as teachers. Now, I hope you all have a lovely, awesome, beautiful day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.